Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Gemma here, bringing you the next episode of my Chelsea career on FIFA 17 today. We will obviously have 3 more matches, plus finishing off the January transfer window before any of that. Burnley to kick things off after the transfer window at away from home, and then Middlesbrough away from home, at home, sorry, in the league, and then we should have an FA Cup game either on the 16th, 17th or 18th of February before taking on Bayern in the last 16 of the Europa League. So before any of this has advanced to transfer deadline day, I don't intend on doing any other business whatsoever. Let's quickly stop the simulation and do a very quick bit of training on the youth players that we need to be training up. Now I am debating whether to do a third season or not, or to take a break and do a different team, because I've never actually done a multiple career mode, like multiple career modes on this channel in the years I've been in FIFA, and what I would like to this year. So let's just keep advancing now to January, to the transfer window deadline. 2 emails, match info rescheduled. What else is it? Transfer offer for Connor Thomas. I'm rejecting that. He's one of my youth guys and could actually do well, so keeping hold of him for now. Tournament prize money 90 grand and match rescheduled. So the Burnley game has been brought forward a day or two. It has, I would assume, to make room for the FA Cup match. No, the FA Cup is yet to be rescheduled. It's advanced to the Burnley game, but we've got this to go through as yet. So we'll go down to 1 hour and then see what teams have done what business in the transfer window itself. What else we've got? Transfer offer for Bertrand Traore. He is very good. I don't intend on selling anybody. I don't intend on buying anybody. The only player I want to attempt, I don't think there's anybody I'd want to get rid of, to be brutally honest with you. Nobody. I want the team to be strong enough to compete and win the Champions League, the Premier League and the FA Cup. So I'm going to reject that offer for Traore from Gladbach and see how things go. Let's go to 8 hours now. See what other information, see what other transfer deals go down. No, not there. Sevilla appeared to be in to win the race for Jetro Willems, a left back. I noticed it was Sevilla. With 7 hours to go, obviously our transfer of Dybala for 90 million is the most expensive. Kane has gone to Manchester United for 69.5, and Willems has gone from PSV to Sevilla for 25. 6 hours left to go now. Still no more action. Like I say, going to go down to 1 hour and then see what clubs have done what business within the window. But it looks like not a lot is happening, to be honest with you. None of the top deals have changed. Let's have a look quickly at the latest deals. Not a lot happening there at all, really. Abue's gone back to Arsenal. That's the same Abue that we know of. I have absolutely no idea. I doubt it, but who knows. Right, 2 hours left. Everton have brought in a lot of players. 1 hour left, and then we can look through the clubs as to what business they have done. Right, so let's go back to the beginning. Arsenal have brought in Oxford, Dowell and Abue, selling nobody. But Bournemouth have brought in Lod and Seiler. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Burnley haven't done anything. We've obviously brought in Dybala, sold Remy, Simon, and we've sold Loftus-Cheek. When did that happen? I genuinely don't remember Loftus-Cheek leaving the club unless it's on loan. Maybe I did do that actually, I think, because it was a player I didn't really need, but never mind. I don't quite remember. I don't actually remember doing that. Palace haven't done anything. Everton have brought in Al Sommer, Rondon, Muniesa and Woolshield, letting Dowell go. Leicester have brought in Bottia and Presado for a total of 18.9. Liverpool have done nothing. Manchester City have done nothing. Manchester United have brought in Kane. Martial going out as well. Middlesbrough brought in Narsing and Marchesin. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Newcastle have brought in Tep, Gesell and Escalante. Norwich done nothing. Tottenham have brought in Winks, have sold Winks, Kane and Ericsson for 69.5 in total. Stoke have brought in Kasami and Bodiger, letting Muniz and Wolfshield go. Watford have done nothing. West Brom have brought in Hoffler and Sayev, letting Rondon go. West Ham haven't brought any players in, they have let Oxford go. And then that is that for the transfer window. Let's jump into our next match now against Burnley, but let's see what these two emails are. Youth Monthly Scouting Report. Goodbye. I feel that anything under 90, I'm just going to... Actually, he's decent. Right, he's staying. 86 and 83 aren't good enough. 83 can go. 85 can go. Jeff Ward, don't need another right winger. Release. The others are decent and we will keep hold of for now. With that said, let's jump into the day's first match away from home against Burnley in the Premier League. Burnley are the lowest scoring team in the league, scoring only 20. Rock bottom along with Norwich. Newcastle, Swansea and Stoke make up the remaining of the bottom 5 in terms of lowest goal scorers. I would expect us to be among the top, but who knows. The Burnley team, here it is for us. Heaton in goal, Loughton, Keane, Tarkowski, me, Uberstead, Stad Defour, among others in a 4-4-2 formation. Goodmanson on the bench with Ward, Barnes, Correa, among others. Who are they going to have else? Can we see any other names? Don't think so. My team, as you'd expect it, is the strongest it can possibly be. Costa, Dybala, Hazard and Goetze as the front four. Kante, Matic and CDM. As you can see now, in the back 5 of Azpilicueta, Zuma, Cahill, Aurier and Thibaut Courtois in the new 4-2-2 formation that we've gone on to use. Let's get into the first half, pick up 3 points and put the ball into the back of the net on a few occasions too. Gray, the attacking man from Luton Town. Oh no, he's through. Good. No, we can't let them score. Fair enough. Nice ball inside to Azpilicueta. Hazard. Goetze. Out wide for Aurier. Hazard off the post. And Loughton, I think that was, got it away. Good shot from Hazard. Good attacking move. 20 minutes gone. We have the corner. Let's go on toward Costa if we can. Or not. Heaton beats anybody else to it. Cahill into the back of the net. We're 1-0 up. Thanks to an unexpected worldie from Gary Cahill, the centre-back, but he was aiming pretty much at an open goal as Heaton struggled to recover from the punch that he made. Let's just take a look at the replay of that. I want to make sure that was an open goal. Loughton goes down and came up and just stood there. But by that time, the ball was over the top of his head and into the back of the net from Gary Cahill. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Aurier that did a very similar goal a few episodes ago, or quite a few episodes ago. Can't remember who it was against, but it's a very similar goal. And Cahill puts it in front 20 minutes by its first goal in the league this season. Azpilicueta, Kante into Hazard once again. Dybala playing a bit of a defensive game at the moment. Goetze, nice ball into. I was hoping that was going to go to Aurier, but that's half time. Chelsea won. Burnley 0 at Turf Moor at half time in this Premier League game. Gary Cahill scores the goal that separates the sides after 20 minutes, and a nice goal it was too. Let's get into the second half and defend and hope to extend the lead. Burnley coming forward here. Not too much space, and Vokes does what I'd expected them to do, considering the lowest scoring team in the league, and put that wide. That's a good goal scoring chance for Burnley, but obviously they're out of form and Vokes can't equalise. Dybala, nice. Nice. Too slow. Kante. Was that deflected wide? No, it's a goal kick. God damn it. Nice attacking move. Disrupted, but it's still 1-0 through that gap for Dybala. Nice turn. Nice run as well. Get the shot away. Blocked. Let's make a change. Or attempt to make a change. Hazard. Costa. Possibly. Get Solanke in. Costa hasn't done much. I think I need to get Ori off just in case he gets... who else we've got to go in defence? Christensen. Not ideal, but we'll play that right back because we want Aurier getting himself sent off. 20 minutes to go. Still, Chelsea 1, Burnley 0, thanks to Gary Cahill. Matic. Into Dybala. Back inside for Matic. Through for Dominic Solanke. Does well to get the turn in and gets tackled for King because it's taking forever to get the shots away, but that is full time. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0 ends at Turf Moor. Gary Cahill with the only goal as Chelsea pick up all 3 points. Let's go and see what that means for the table and see if the next round of the FA Cup has been drawn so that we can then determine who we've got in the next round and what's going to happen in the third game of today's episode, whether it's the FA Cup or the Champions League. No other matches were played, so we were playing on the Friday night. So we've extended our lead at the top of the table temporarily until Leicester play. We currently sit 7 points clear at the top. Let's go to the calendar and see if the FA Cup has been drawn. It hasn't as yet. I'm pretty sure I beat Bristol Rovers, unless the game was glitched and I beat them 3-1. So there is a draw coming at some point, potentially on the 5th, on Monday the 5th. But let's just see if that is actually going to happen before jumping into the next game against Middlesbrough. It looks like it is going to happen now. So Middlesbrough at home is the next game. Tournament prize money £90 from the FA Cup. So has the draw been made? I think it has by now since we've got the transfer or the money. Yes, it has. Tottenham is who we've got in the last 16 of the FA Cup away from home. Shrewsbury have Palace, Everton have Birmingham City, Sunderland have Ipswich. Okay, that's that then. So, Middlesbrough, then Tottenham to finish things off in today's episode. Let's get into the next one at home at Stamford Bridge against Middlesbrough in the Premier League. My team, as you'd expect it to be, is the strongest. The team is exactly the same as to what we put out against Burnley in the last match. Vegovic, Godin, Christensen, Fabregas, Sunderland, Moses, Solanke, all on the bench, just like the last match. Middlesbrough, looks like a Fabio in there. Don't quite recognise any of the others, but let's take a look at their lineup and see what we are coming up against in this match at Stamford Bridge in the league. I have Marquishian and goal, Barragan, Espinosa, Isla, Fabio, Clayton, De Roon and Sue. Among others, didn't see the rest, but they're playing a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-5-1 formation. Let's just get into the first half and pick up yet another 3 points. Gets to pick up the loose ball nice and early here. Through for Costa. Hazard does well. Dybala! How has he not scored? How has he not scored again? McKissian with a fantastic save. Hazard does well to get it into, and Costa did well before that. Aurier into Dybala. Nice one to Hazard. Back to Dybala. Into Gertz, into Costa, sorry. Gertz, get the shot away now. Good save. Marchesin inside the Borough net. Good attacking play, good attacking intent. Let's go to the middle where Zima is situated along with Kante. And Ayala gets that away. Into Kante. Go on, Dybala. Your time to shine, my friend. Your time to shine. And he does. Puts it in front. After 26 minutes have been played. Nice ball into Dybala, decides to turn the defender, does well. Wrong foots the keeper and everybody else and puts the ball to the back of the net. His second goal for the club, I think that is. He scored against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup in the last episode and has just scored for us against Middlesbrough. Nice goal, 1-0, 27 minutes played. That foul note's an advantage, but there will be a yellow card when the play stops. Barragan coming forward for Borough here. Rhodes hits the side netting. Genuinely thought he stuck that into the bottom corner, but Kante will get a yellow card for that challenge. 40 minutes played. Aspilicueta, and that's half time. Chelsea 1, Middlesbrough 0 at Stamford Bridge at half time. Thanks to Dybala after 27 minutes. Nice goal indeed. 4 shots, 1 goal. Let's continue that good form in the second half. Gaston Ramirez. It's a free kick. Yes. I want Dybala to be more successful here. Because I paid £90 million for him. And he needs to start paying that back with goals. Nice chance by Middlesbrough there, but they get the corner. And with 25 minutes, under 25 minutes left to go, Fisher is going to take the corner. Bit deep, we're going to hopefully get that away, and don't. Gaston hopefully headed that wide for a goal kick, he did. Just over 20 minutes to go, we still hold that 1-0 lead. I would like to get a second if I can. Costa, over the top for Dybala, he's in. Cross goal, 2-0. Dybala scores his 3rd goal for the club, his 2nd goal in the league, and gets us that 2-goal advantage we need with 10 minutes of the match setting play. Good ball over the top from Costa. Uses the strength, he's got to hold off the defender. Across goal, keeper has no chance. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0 with 10 minutes to go. We've bagged yet another 3 points. I haven't made any changes. We've got a big game coming up. Gertz is coming off from Usonda. Hazard's going to come off from Moses. Actually got a full week, haven't we? So, no, we haven't. I'd like to have Dybala up top. Can't make any more. Costa should be alright. He'll be fine. But with that said, 7 minutes to go. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0. And that's full time. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0. As we hopefully extend our current lead at the top of the table. Both goals scored by our new signing, Paulo Dybala. Let's go and jump straight into our next match now. At White Hart Lane in the last 16 of the FA Cup. Here is the Tottenham team. Have Lloris in goal, Trippier, Wimmer, Vertonghen and Davies at the back, Dyer, Wanyama, Lamela, Divock Origi, Christian Eriksen and Janssen making up the remainder of the team in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Decent team. The only change I've made is Gertz out, Willian in. Now Gertz is fully fit. His stamina is up to full, but he doesn't have the best of stamina. I feel I will want to have Gertz playing in our next match against Bayern in the Champions League, hence why I have rested him. But there is the team in full. Our standard strong team with its strongest state, Courtois in goal, Aurier, Cahill, Zuma, Aspilicueta. I mean, Godin could play as well, but he's not necessarily... I want him in the Bayern game too, but that was the team that played against Borough. And here we go, the first half, Tottenham versus Chelsea at White Hart Lane. And we are hoping now to book our place in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Hazard. Can't quite keep the moving like Aspilicueta can though. Hazard up to Costa. Into Hazard once again. This is lovely. We're in. Kante, first time shot. A centimetre or two over the bar. Probably should have took the shot on first time. But a lovely attacking move. And a bit lower. And that was Chelsea 1, Tottenham 0. How have we not got a tackle in there? Absolutely no idea. No, Eriksen's in. Can Eriksen score it? He can't. But the Divock Origi, formerly Liverpool, puts Tottenham in front after 30 minutes. As soon as Eriksen waltzed around Cahill, I knew it was going to be a goal, and it was. But for Divock Origi, Tottenham 1 at Chelsea 0. Not what we need at this stage in the FA Cup. A tournament the board want us to win. If we can get a draw, that'd be great, but a win isn't what we'd prefer. Yes, Matic, well done. Willian up to Diego Costa, who's in now. That's good. Get the shot away. Blocked and behind for a corner by Vertonghen. That was a definite goal. And that was going to bring us back level, but let's try and go. I'll go Willian instead then. Why not? Good ball, back post. Lloris is there. Aurier picks up the loose ball. Good ball into the box to Diego Costa. And it's 1-1 on the brink of half time. Thought Lloris had got a fantastic save onto that, but not enough for Hitler's. Diego Costa put lots of power behind it. Good ball to back post from Aurier. Defenders rooted to the spot, and it's Chelsea 1, Tottenham 1 with pretty much the last kick of the half. Lloris couldn't keep it out, and it's Costa bringing his team back level. What a goal. That's his first goal in the FA Cup this season at only the 5th round stage. There we go, half time. Last kick of the half, it was from Diego Costa, and we go in at 1-1. Let's get into the second half. Eriksen's there. Too early challenge from whoever it was. They went to challenge with Origi. Oh my god, Jansen's in. A good save, Thibaut Courtois. Thought that was me Spurs taking the lead once again, but Courtois saves our lives here. Dybala does well to show off the challenge of whoever it was that was defending that attack, but the block is made and Dybala can't pull us 2-1 up in this must-win FA Cup match. Solanke's in, does well to keep hold of it and play it over to Diego Costa. Can he get there? He can. He turns the defender well and puts us 2-1 up. Solanke played a part in that attack, and we take the lead with 19 minutes of the match left to be played. Dominic Solanke did well to get the ball over to him, and Costa did the rest. Had a lot of work to do when he picked up the ball, but it is Chelsea 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1 in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Dominic Solanke coming on and making a big impact. Matic, man of the match in terms of defensive duties by far. Solanke, Willian, back to Solanke. Does well, really well. Into Costa. Can he make it 3-1? He can. Right at the end with 5 minutes to go, Costa gets feeded by Dominic Solanke, and it's Chelsea 3, Tottenham 1. Lovely. Dominic Solanke picks on the ball, goes on a nice little run, plays it to Diego Costa, first time shot. Defenders nowhere near him. Chelsea 3, Tottenham 1. What an assist for Solanke. What a goal from Costa once again. The two of them linking up in the second half. Better than what Costa and Dybala could do in the first half, and we're 3-1 up and cruising into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup to be played in March. When, I've got absolutely no idea, but we've booked our spot in the next round. There's no way Spurs are coming back, and it's a very good second half performance from the Blues. No, Jansen's in. Good save, Courtois. What a save from Thibaut Courtois. They get the corner as a result, Spurs. Lamella whips it in, and Dyer heads it wide, hitting the side netting. And that is full time. It ends at White Hart Lane. Chelsea 3, Tottenham 1. We've booked our spot in the next round of the FA Cup, knocking Tottenham out in the process. Costa with 2 goals. 3 goals? Costa scored all 3? I thought he scored 2. But Costa, man of the match by far. 5 shots, 3 goals, picking up the match ball. Did very well indeed. Oh yeah, he did score 3 goals, I remember now, the header. Oh well. But let's head back to the menu, see if the quarter-final draw has been made, and see what's happening in the next episode. So here's the FA Cup knockout round. Burnley and Borough are going to go to a replay. Manchester United are through, along with Rotherham, I believe that is in the bottom left-hand corner. Everton are through, so are we, and so are Palace. There's quite a few replays to be played before we can find out who's facing here in the quarterfinals. But let's have a look and see what's happening in the next episode. We've obviously got Bayern to kick things off, away from home I think it was. 114,000 from the FA Cup. And let's see what emails we've got. They haven't got any emails whatsoever. But Bayern is the first game of the next episode. We then take on Manchester City away in the league, and then Everton 3 days later at home in the league. I'm assuming our FA Cup game is there or there. Absolutely no idea when. But that will do for today's episode, guys. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Share it around. And I shall see you in the next episode very soon indeed for the return of the Champions League. See you later.